Hey guys, Kathleen Booth of Quintain coming at you again this Friday for another Friday video blog. This week I'm actually fresh from WistiaFest up in Boston. It was a great 3 days conference all about video marketing, hosted by Wistia, which is a fantastic video marketing platform. If you're not familiar with them, you should check it out, wistia.com. So yeah, I'm on video, talking about video, fresh from a video marketing conference. So I'm definitely charged up and ready to go on this subject. Why do we love Wistia so much? I'll start with that. Wistia is a great platform for hosting videos if you are a company that doesn't want to have competitor ads on your videos, or if you're interested in using videos for lead generation or inbound marketing. The reason I love it so much, well, actually there are two reasons I love it so much. The first is that it has really user-friendly tools that let even laymen put lead generation forms right into videos. So if you've ever seen a video and partway through a little box pops up asking you to put your email address in to keep watching, that is what is called a turnstile, a lead gen form in a video. And Wistia has a great tool for putting a turnstile in. You don't have to know any kind of video editing or programming. You don't have to be a pro, and you can get those in. And it's a great way to capture leads right from within videos. So instead of the old school method of, putting a call to action on your website, sending a visitor to a landing page, asking them to fill out a form, then sending them to another page on which they can then watch your video, this solution allows you to put the video right on your website. Could be on your home page, could be on your About Us page. The point is that it's right on your website, so it reduces the number of steps somebody has to go through to get to the video in the first place. They can start watching it, and then 10 or 20% of the way through, you can pop in a nice little lead capture form, maybe just first name, last name, and email, maybe just email address, and require that somebody fill that out in order to keep watching. It's such a cool trick because, asking someone to fill out a form before they've seen your video with the promise that it's going to be great is one thing. Showing somebody 20% of your video, demonstrating how great the information is, and then saying, hey, if you want to keep watching, we need your information, that has a much higher conversion rate. So we love Wistia's turnstile features. We also love Wistia's analytics. If you use Wistia to host your videos, you can still embed them on your website or embed them in a Twitter post. But what Wistia does is it allows you to see really clearly exactly who watched the videos, how long they watched them, which parts of the videos they watched the most. So did they rewatch certain parts? Did they drop off in a certain area? Or were there pieces that were more interesting than others for them? That's really key because that helps you improve your video marketing in the future. So those are the two features that I love the most about Wistia, the turnstiles and the analytics. But you should check it out for yourself. Enough about Wistia. On to why I'm so hot on video marketing. So I did some research on this topic recently for a couple reasons. One, we have a great new person on our team, Liz Thibodeau, who's our new director of digital media, and she's going to be doing a ton of video work for us. So I worked on putting together a webinar on this recently and uncovered some really fascinating statistics around just why video is so powerful as part of an inbound marketing campaign. Here's what I found. Number one, on-site video increases website traffic by 200 to 300%. That is huge. Website traffic is in some respects a feel-good indicator, but it's also an important leading indicator for your inbound marketing and sales pipeline. Everything has to start at the top of the funnel with those, visitors, those website traffic numbers. And the more of those you have, the more you can convert into leads. There's usually a pretty linear mathematical equation. So if you have a 1.5% visitor to lead conversion rate, the more visitors you pump in the top of that funnel, the more leads that are going to come out at the next step. So loving the fact that it increases website traffic. This is a big reason that if you're looking at a website redesign, you should really be considering incorporating video as part of that project. When you're speaking with whatever agency you're talking to about your website, make sure to have them price that video in as part of the redesign project. Otherwise, you'll have a beautiful brochure, and if you decide to add video later, you're going to be surprised with an additional bill. Better to price it in from the beginning and just have it done. And what's great about taking that approach is then when you film for your website, you can make sure that whoever does the filming captures plenty of what's called B-roll, so that you can take those snippets of video and create other little videos for other parts of your site. Maybe your About Us page, maybe something about your team or your offices, or your proprietary methodology. Whatever the topic is, having some good B-roll is a great way to inexpensively produce multiple videos. So tip number one. The second interesting statistic is that video now appears in 70% of the top 100 search engine results. This is also huge because search engines are basically the way we get found right now. Something like 80% of all purchases today begin online, which means if you're not showing up online, you're not getting found by 80% of the buyers out there. So how do you get found online? According to this data, you add video to your content, whether that's to your website, to your blog post, to your Twitter post. Whatever you're posting, if you can incorporate a good video into it, that dramatically increases the chances that it's going to get found online. And we've seen already how that increases your website traffic. So it gets you in front of a bigger audience. It helps you get found by people who may not already be on your contact list. And all of that is a really very effective way of getting your business in front of the right audience who's looking for what you're trying to sell and generating leads. Third, viewers are anywhere from 64 to 85% more likely to buy after watching a product video. That is incredibly impactful. So this is somebody who is actively shopping for something. Let's say I want to buy a pair of running shoes. I go on a couple of websites, I find some shoes I like. I know I'm going to buy shoes somewhere. If I can watch a product video, whether it's for shoes, a TV, a KitchenAid mixer, I don't care what you're buying. If you have a product video, I am between 64 and 85% more likely to buy it if you include a video in that shopping experience. So if you are an e-commerce company, knowing that it has that kind of an impact, wouldn't you want to add a small video to every item in your product listing? You should see conversions go up dramatically as a result of that. Another interesting stat, 51% of marketing professionals worldwide name video as the type of content with the highest marketing ROI. So if you want to make sure that you're going to see return on investment from your marketing, you've got to include video as part of it. Those are just a couple of statistics to give you a flavor for why it is so impactful. So how would you use video? I mean, the one that we see the most often is the first one I mentioned today, which is people who come to us and say, I'm redoing my website and I want to have an explainer video as part of it. And so we film a nice overview of the company and what they do, and there's some introductions to some of the team members at the company. And that's a great way to humanize your brand and put a face to the logo and really make a connection with your audience. But there are a lot of other ways you can use video. I mentioned product demos. If you are selling product, that's great. There's also software demos, which can be either screen captures or motion graphics, which is a little bit more kind of, I don't want to say cartoonish, but it's more kind of an animated video than a real life realistic capture. Sales videos. This is one of my favorites and something that I'm really interested in playing with some more for us. So let's say somebody calls me and they're interested in that website redesign project, and we have a great initial phone call. Spend a half an hour doing some discovery, ask them some questions, and they look like a good lead. Think about how much more powerful it is if instead of following that call up with an email saying, hey, we need to schedule the next call, I sent a personalized video, and it was, hi John, it was great talking to you about your website today. I know we need to schedule another call, but I just wanted to send this message and tell you why I think we're a great fit for you and what I took away from our conversation. And then I proceeded to kind of share some of the highlights. I think that's really impactful and a great differentiator, because every salesperson out there is going to send the email follow-up or make a quick phone call. But how many are going to take the time to film a custom video just for that prospect? So think about that a little bit. Similarly, testimonials, client testimonials, employee testimonials for your careers page. I know lots of the companies that we work with are really facing talent shortages. I know we're one of them. So if you're a good marketer, give me a call. But if you want to attract the best people to your company, having some fantastic employee videos on your team page that talk about why it's a great place to work, that can be a really effective way of drawing in some good people and attracting fresh talent. So there are a lot of different ways that companies can use video in their marketing. I'd love to hear how you're using it or what you found to be the most effective. I'd also love to know what hosting platform you use and why. So that's it for this week. Just wanted to share those thoughts about video marketing. I'll be sharing some more in the coming weeks in my blogs. But for now, also please tweet me at WorkMommyWork on the Twitter. And let me know what you think of the video blog series. This is new, playing around with the format, still totally uncomfortable with appearing on camera, oh, by the way. So do let me know what you think and if you're finding this helpful. And let me know if there's different topics that you'd like me to cover in the future. In the meantime, TGIF and have a great weekend, and I'll see you next Friday. Thanks.